Introduction. Dhikr, the practice of remembrance of God, occupies a central place in Islamic spirituality, serving as a means of drawing closer to the divine and nurturing a deeper connection with Allah. Rooted in the teachings of the Quran and the traditions of Prophet Muhammad, Dhikr encompasses a variety of spiritual practices aimed at invoking divine presence, cultivating mindfulness, and purifying the heart. This essay explores the significance of Dhikr in Islam, its various forms, and its transformative power in the lives of believers. The significance of Dhikr. Dhikr holds immense significance in Islam, as it is considered a fundamental act of worship and a means of spiritual purification and enlightenment. The Quran emphasizes the importance of remembrance of God, stating, "Remember me, and I will remember you." Quran 2:152. Prophet Muhammad also stressed the virtues of Dhikr, stating, "The similitude of one who remembers his Lord and one who does not remember him is like that of the living and the dead." Sahih al-Bukhari. Forms of Dhikr. Dhikr takes various forms in Islamic practice, ranging from simple verbal recitations to more elaborate rituals and ceremonies. Some common forms of Dhikr include 1. Tasbih, Subhanallah, the repetition of phrases glorifying and praising Allah, such as Subhanallah, glory be to Allah, Alhamdulillah, praise be to Allah, and Allahu Akbar, Allah is the greatest. 2. Talal, La ilaha illallah, the declaration of the Islamic creed, La ilaha illallah, there is no God but Allah, affirming the oneness and uniqueness of God. 3. Salawat, sending blessings upon Prophet Muhammad, reciting blessings and peace upon Prophet Muhammad, such as Allahumma salli ala Muhammad, O Allah, send peace and blessings upon Muhammad. 4. Dhikr circles, Halakat al-Dhikr, gatherings of believers where Dhikr is performed collectively, often accompanied by chanting, singing, or rhythmic movements to invoke a sense of spiritual presence and unity. 5. Silent meditation, Muraqabah, engaging in silent contemplation and reflection on the attributes and qualities of Allah, seeking to attain inner peace and clarity of mind. Transformative power of Dhikr. The practice of Dhikr has transformative power, both individually and collectively, in the lives of believers. Through regular remembrance of God, Muslims cultivate a deep sense of presence, mindfulness, and spiritual awareness in their daily lives. Dhikr serves as a source of solace and strength during times of difficulty and hardship, providing believers with a means of seeking comfort and guidance from Allah. Conclusion. In conclusion, Dhikr occupies a central place in Islamic spirituality, serving as a means of drawing closer to the divine and nurturing a deeper connection with Allah. Through the practice of remembrance of God, Muslims seek to cultivate mindfulness, purify their souls, and attain spiritual enlightenment. Dhikr serves as a reminder of the presence and sovereignty of Allah in the life of the believer, fostering a sense of gratitude, humility, and reverence towards the divine. As believers engage in the practice of Dhikr, they experience its transformative power, finding solace, strength, and spiritual fulfillment in their relationship with Allah. Introduction. Sama, the mystical practice of listening to spiritual music and poetry, occupies a central place in Sufi spirituality, serving as a powerful means of attaining spiritual enlightenment and divine intimacy. Rooted in the teachings of the Quran and the traditions of Prophet Muhammad, Sama encompasses a transformative journey of the soul, guiding seekers towards union with the divine. This essay explores the significance of Sama in Sufism, its historical roots, and its profound impact on the spiritual experiences of believers. The significance of Sama. Sama holds profound significance in Sufism, as it is believed to facilitate a direct encounter with the divine presence and awaken the heart to the reality of spiritual truth. The Quran acknowledges the power of music to move the soul, stating, "And of mankind is he who purchases idle talks, i.e., music, singing, etc., to mislead men from the path of Allah without knowledge, and takes it, the path of Allah, or the verses of the Quran, by way of mockery." Quran 31:6. In Sufi tradition, however, music and poetry are regarded as sacred arts that can elevate the soul and lead believers closer to God. Forms of Sama. Sama takes various forms in Sufi practice, ranging from devotional songs and hymns to ecstatic dances and whirling rituals. Some common forms of Sama include 1. Qawwali, a form of devotional music originating in South Asia. Qawwali combines mystical poetry with melodic tunes and rhythmic percussion instruments. Qawwali performances often feature themes of love, longing, and divine ecstasy, invoking a sense of spiritual fervor and ecstasy in the hearts of listeners. 2. Sufi poetry. Sama often involves the recitation and chanting of Sufi poetry, composed by mystics such as Rumi, Hafiz, and Ibn Arabi. Sufi poetry is characterized by its lyrical beauty, profound symbolism, and themes of divine love, union, and longing. 3. Dhikr gatherings, Sama gatherings, Majalis al-Dhikr, bring together seekers in a collective expression of remembrance of God through music, poetry, and chanting. Participants engage in rhythmic movements, clapping, and swaying to the hypnotic rhythms of Sufi music, allowing themselves to be transported into a state of spiritual ecstasy and transcendence. Transformative power of Sama. The practice of Sama has transformative power, both individually and collectively, in the lives of believers. Through the immersive experience of music and poetry, seekers are transported beyond the confines of the ego and worldly attachments, into a state of pure presence and surrender to the divine. Conclusion. In conclusion, Sama represents a sacred journey of the soul through music and poetry in Sufism, guiding seekers towards spiritual enlightenment and divine intimacy. Rooted in the teachings of the Quran and the traditions of Prophet Muhammad, Sama serves as a transformative practice that elevates the soul and awakens the heart to the reality of spiritual truth. As believers engage in the practice of Sama, they experience its profound impact on their spiritual experiences, finding solace, inspiration, and ecstasy in their journey towards union with the divine.